This is Alex Chu. Today is November 2nd, 2009. Welcome to another episode of Commie USA. Let a Chinese guy teach the white people how to run their country. Anyway, I remember a long time ago, I was reading the Mein Kampf from, written by Adolf Hitler, and he said the democracy is evil. Democracy is flawed. I didn't believe in what he said because I live in the United States all my life. I really love this country. It's a great country. But now I realize, maybe he has a point. The reason is because, this is what democracy is like. Democracy is like autopilot. It's like you're driving a car where you're driving an airplane, where you're steering an airplane, right? And then all of a sudden you want to leave the driver's seat. You just want to turn the airplane on or your car on autopilot and then just let the car drive itself. And then you walk away from your seat. You don't even care about it anymore. That's what American government is like. That's what democracy is like. Why? Because, most people are pretty stupid, alright? So basically you're letting people vote. For example, Barack Obama, he's a great talker. He talks, yes we can, change. That's all he can say. And then people will vote for him. So what does that mean? That means this country is running on autopilot. It's like, democracy is like a robot, Nobody is really using their brain to think. People are just voting for Barack Obama because, he looks very sexy. He looks very good with a suit on. Or, he looks like a character. I like this guy. I'm going to vote for him. But are people really thinking? Do people really understand his policies and his point of view of how to run the government? No. People, I have to say, citizens don't know who they're voting for, honestly speaking. You look at George W. Bush, you look at Barack Obama, these people come up and people were totally surprised. People were saying, "Oh man, that's not who I voted for. I didn't vote for him. I voted for him. Yes, I did, but it wasn't what I expected. So basically, democracy is like an autopilot. The airplane drives itself, or the car drives itself. And what happens when you let a car drive itself? The end result is that sooner or later it's going to run into a tree, and everyone is going to die. Okay. So, I realized one thing, now I come to think of it, Hitler was kind of right. Although he's an evil guy, he started World War II and he killed lots and lots of innocent people. But I'm not talking about how many people he killed. I'm not talking about, is he Nazi, is he not Nazi, is he right or wrong? I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about what he said about democracy. I think what he said about democracy is kind of right. Democracy is very, very flawed. For example, we're living in a capitalistic country. It's a democratic country, right? So Walmart, they want to sell Chinese goods. They want to sell as many Chinese goods as possible. They're earning lots of money, but they're bankrupting the country. Lots of stores like Walmart, big or small, they're selling, cheap Chinese goods or foreign goods. And McDonald's, they outsource the jobs to people in India. You go to McDonald's drive-thru, you order a cheeseburger. You're talking to India. You're talking to some Indian, living in India. You're not talking to Americans anymore. And the government cannot just go to McDonald's and say, "Hey, we're going to shut you down if you stop hiring Indians and if you don't hire Americans." And only hire Indians. We're going to shut you down. The government cannot, the American government cannot, say that to the McDonald's, right? Or the American government cannot go to Walmart and say, "Hey, listen, you better start buying American goods, or else we're going to shut you down. You better stop buying Chinese goods." The government cannot say that to Walmart. See, that's the problem with democracy. Democracy, you're giving people lots of freedom. That's a good thing. You're giving people lots of freedom, but you're also giving the corporations and the companies and the bankers too much freedom. The bankers and the corporations, they're having too much freedom. They can do whatever they want, So basically, they say, okay, we're going to outsource everything. We're going to buy only Chinese cheap goods, and we're going to hire people the telemarketers from India. We're not going to hire American telemarketers or American answering services anymore. And, oh yeah, okay, they have a democracy. It's a democracy, right? It's a free country, right? They can do whatever they want. Yeah, then they just keep on outsourcing this country. They just keep on selling this country to the foreigners. So basically, if this country is running on dictatorship, that would be high treason. Don't you think that would be high treason? You're selling out your country. Every time somebody buys Chinese cheap goods, a part of the United States has been sold out, right? That's high treason if we're not capitalistic, if we are a dictatorship. But because we're democratic and we're capitalist, okay, that's considered normal, It's normal for these people to sell our country out. It's normal to, buy all the cheap goods from China and hire all the Indians to do telemarketing. It's normal. But now you see, that's the reason why democracy is flawed. Because we're giving too much freedom to these people, We're giving them too much freedom. So Walmart, big corporations like Walmart, Target, and all these big corporations, they can do whatever they want. They can sell out the United States as much as they want and keep on buying cheap Chinese goods. That's the reason why I say this government basically needs a change. Okay, democracy, it's very, very flawed. We need to modify the government a little bit, not to let the country run on 100% autopilot, Oh yeah, keep on driving this car on autopilot. Yeah, right. It's gonna crash into a tree, but not now. It might crash into a tree like 3 hours later if we're lucky. Not now though. Just let it wait. Just wait until it crashes into a tree. It doesn't matter. Who cares? Wow, that's dangerous. I don't want to live in a country like that. I don't want my car to crash into a tree. I need a driver on the driver's seat. I need somebody to watch out where we are going to actually see the road, not just to let the car drive itself. This country is running on autopilot. It's dangerous. Why do I compare autopilot to our governing system? Because everything needs to be voted. Oh, we need to vote for this and we need to vote for that. And lots of people, they vote without even thinking. Then we have there's too much bureaucracy, too much lobbyists. And lots of people, they don't even care if the government live or die. For example, like Obama, his stimulus plans. You look at his stimulus plans, $800 billion. He built lots of unnecessary bridges. He built bridges that leads to nowhere. Or he would give grants to banks or to to people to lobbyists probably, to lobbyists who favor a certain congressman or certain governor or certain senator, and a senator basically supported giving money to such lobbyists, and basically that's the reason why when this country needs help, this country needs to be saved. Nobody can save this country because this country is like running on autopilot. We have a robot government, okay? A robot government that has no feelings. And when shit happens, the robot government has no idea what to do. Anyway, that's all I want to say in this episode. Thank you very much.